Oh, hi there. Come here. I have a question for you. Have you been seeing all over social media recently, on Instagram and TikTok, that they have all of the latest and greatest recipes with high protein, low calories recipe hacks? Me too. Well, I'm here today to question, dive in, and see if they are true, real, and honest. Hi, hello, and welcome to my channel. I am Jess, and this is my first ever YouTube video. I'm going to be starting a series where I go through and I will pick the most viral videos when it comes to the latest dietary hacks. So episode 1 in this series is based on burgers. There were some claiming that they were like a KFC twister wrap, some craving that they're like a Zinger, claiming. I've been seeing a lot recently where they say you can eat a McDonald's burgers for this amount of calories and this amount of proteins and blah blah blah. I'm putting it to the challenge, seeing if the taste is there, seeing if they were being really honest. So high protein is my main focus for a lot of these recipes. I want to just test out and see the different possibilities out there where I can eat more because I love food, and that I can still try and get to my desired body shape. I understand that my body shape and my desires aren't the same as everyone else. I don't want to use this as any way of how to eat the most little amount or eat the lowest calorie amount, because I think especially when you want to maintain your muscle and stuff, you definitely need to keep your calories and your protein and carbs and fats and everything like that. You need to have a good balance. You need to figure out what the balance or what balance you need for your desired outcome. I have done that with a good friend and a personal trainer. I will be working to mine and seeing if I can incorporate some of these viral videos, viral recipes, and see if they can fit into my daily life. I don't think that we need to diet and be boring. Yeah. Just keep watching. I will let you know as we go along. One of the recipes we're going to be recreating is a McChicken burger. It claims that it is 196 calories, 32 grams of protein, 4 grams of fat, and 9 grams of carbs. With this recipe, it claims to be so low in fat and carbs because of maybe the very specific bun that they use. They had a keto bun found at Walmart. I mean, I live in Germany, so we don't have this here. When it comes to the dietary stuff, Germany is very minimal when it comes to this specialty stuff. They say that they use 7 grams of light mayo. I used Miracle Whip light mayo. We also don't have this here in Germany. So I will do the calories based off of what I did to recreate it. But I've already realized I've made a mistake. They said to have 600 grams of chicken breast. I only have, I think, about 200. So we're just going to go with that. It also says to have 60 grams of the cornflakes done. I only have 40 because I thought for the amount of chicken that's way too much. Okay, so we're starting off with the chicken breast. I grounded it, minced it. He doesn't actually say the measurements for any of the garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, tablespoon of mustard. I don't know if that's too much. Oh well, it is what it is. This is how it's happening. I have a feeling like I need to use my hands. To be honest, the smell of this is actually making me feel a little bit sick. So that's cool. So let's make a couple of little chicken patties. I think the smacking method works pretty good, actually. To be honest, that is our first little chicken patty. I think it's looking pretty good, chicken style. So one in the air fryer on 180 for 15 minutes. Okay, and there we are, the Big Mac. The Biggity Mackety. It's actually looking pretty cute. so dry. Okay, so I do not know. I don't know if it's like the bread in bread, or if it's just like the bread, the cornflakes, and maybe my chicken patties weren't thick enough. I'm thinking maybe it was because the chicken patties weren't thick enough, but I mean, it's quite dry. It's cute. It looks really cute. I don't mind the flavors actually. All of the herbs and stuff taste really nice. But it's nice. I think you just need to have more chicken in there and maybe some more liquids because like I said, it just was like so hard to swallow, but really delicious. I would try and make this again, I think, but maybe a little bit different. But maybe I do try and make it again, but maybe not. But yeah.
Yeah. But new, but yeah, but new, but yeah, but new.
I will probably, maybe we go this way, do it more like this because I feel, it's really good. Without the second bun, it's really good. Like if you want to eat more, you could have more of these open ones and then, because then you don't have to have double the amount of bread. It definitely has more fat and carbs than what it claims. Also, it has cornflakes on the outside as well. So I don't know. I feel like if you had the bread and then the cornflakes and stuff on top, it will definitely have more than 4 grams of fat and 9 grams of carbs. I mean, it was very dry, maybe because I didn't have enough chicken. I also didn't want to use a lot of mayonnaise in it because I just had a normal remoulade mayo. So this is obviously very high in fats. So I wanted to be able to keep the flavor. So I obviously wanted to try and keep my macros as good as possible throughout all of the meals. So I just used, I mean, you can see in the video, I just used whatever I thought would make the burger delicious, and it was still quite dry. Maybe you needed to make the burger patties more thick with the chicken, then it probably would have been better. Obviously cooking the patty in the air fryer, you're not using any extra oils and stuff like that, where when you cook the patty in the fry pan you're using oils, so then that would also put the fats up higher. So I don't know, I have to call cap on this recipe. I think it is a cool recipe, definitely healthier than having a heavy processed McDonald's chicken burger. I feel like the calories per burger in the reel, in the Instagram reel, it's way over. So one recipe I found while scrolling on Instagram, I think, was a alternative to a sports drink, so Powerade or something along those lines. I thought that we would recreate it. I have to say my expectations aren't very high. I feel with the ingredients that it's going to be really bitter and kind of a bit not so nice on the mouth, but maybe it's really good for your insides. I don't know. They have an alternative that gives you the hydration. Does it give you the hydration? It says it gives you the electrolytes and everything like that a sports drink gives you, but only you make it yourself at home. Our ingredients are, we have green tea. Yeah, lovely. Looks like piss water. Some coconut water. Some lemon juice. I just have lemons. I'll just squeeze them in. I mean, it says 2 tablespoons, but my expectations for the taste of this drink aren't very high because I feel like with the ingredients, it's going to be very, very bitter, but let's give it a go. So we have 3/4 cup of green tea. I do not have a 3/4 cup, so we're just going to mix this together. So I have a cup with ice, obviously. So, yeah, nice. So that was a half, and then let's go with another. It just says 15 mils. I have to say, we're just gonna roll with this. 1/4. What would a quarter be? A 1/4 cup. I have half. I think let's just do half.
Es ist wunderbar.
One, and seeds, and seeds. Two. And then let's just do a little pinch of salt. Pinchy pinch. I feel like that's enough. Yes. Now, let's stir it up. Yeah, so I mean a 3/4 cup. I don't even think this is a cup. I don't know what my mixing ratios are. What's 1 DL? I think I've already done this wrong. From the video that they showed to me mixing it up, I already feel like their mixing ratio to the cup and bottle that they used, I don't know, it doesn't really work. So I had 2 green teas mixed up and I've grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed the one that has pomegranate and rose petals, and it actually tastes quite nice with it. I have to say, like, my expectations were really low because I think green tea is super bitter, but the green tea infused with other flavors actually tastes kind of good. It's not bad, but I think we might set this one to the side. I totally fucked up with that. I don't know why I thought my measuring cups were equivalent to a normal cup. I mean, you would think so, but no. We're going to do it again. So I Googled it, and 1 cup is 236.588 milliliters. So what I was saying is I have 2 green teas. So this is the one with the pomegranate and rose petals. And then this is just the normal green tea. So we'll just do one with the normal green tea because this is what it says in the, because this is what it says in the original recipe. So we want 236. Ooh, 228. Let's add a little bit of this one then. Oh no, I went over. Maybe it's all of the stuff I spilt on the side. Maybe. Can you see that? Can you see that? My cup is broken. Nice. Okay, so what I thought would be a really simple recipe is proving to be very difficult. So take 3. What we're going to do is the green tea again. So I have the remaining of the original green tea, so we want to have 200 and now the scales will turn on. Okay. So take 4. We would like to have 236 milliliters of green tea. So because of the other one was broken, that is gone. So we have 192. And then I will just use the other one. Okay, so we have 260, which is, it's okay. 56 grams of coconut water. I also went over that as well. But I think it will be fine. So then we will squeeze 2 tablespoons. Oh, spread my face. Okay, and 1 seed. And then, as we said, just a little pinch of salt. That's all right. Maybe just a little stir. It's really bitter. I have to say, if you're going to use a green tea and you want to try and make it, I think the first option was really good, where it had the pomegranate and rose petals or something infused into it. The more concentrated one is so much nicer. So I guess the recipe does work. It's not as bad tasting as I thought it would be. It's also not that good. I think the more concentrated one that I accidentally made, I mean, I don't even know what the measurements really were. It's much nicer than this one, but maybe if you like green tea, maybe I left it sitting for too long. I mean, I did set a timer and left it for 5 minutes, both of them. But it's still really, really bitter, so maybe don't leave the tea bag in as long. Maybe then it's okay, but it's not that bad. So if you're looking for something that's going to hydrate and do what a sports drink would do, I think it's really good. Do I think it's good? It's okay. I don't know. I don't think I would ever make it again. No. So maybe if you're a green tea lover and you're a sports enthusiast, could be good, but it's a no from me. Okay, so the next one is the low calorie, high protein Zinger sliders. Per slider, 5 in total. Per slider, 5 in total. That doesn't make any sense. But I think it means for a total of the 5 sliders. 232 calories, 21 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fat, and 31 grams of protein. We have all of our ingredients. I'm going to make 2 different wraps. So we're going to make one wrap from red linseeds, which is soaked in water for a few hours and then blended with some sea salt. So I've already prepared that one earlier.
Flashback.
So I've been seeing like a lot of these wraps that say that they're like gluten-free and everything, and you can make them yourself with just 2 ingredients. So I found one that is made from red lentils, and it's red lentils, water and salt. I have some red lentils here, and it said that I needed to be soaking them for up to 3 to 4 hours. I think I did 3, the minimum amount. Oh, that feels like it's in now. To be honest though, I don't know what consistency it's supposed to be. It feels very watery. A little bit grainy. I don't know, but it did something, so let's roll with it.
End of flashback.
The first time I made it, I did stuff up the recipe and then I recreated it later, which was so much better. What I did wrong is, 1, I measured it incorrectly. I thought I had measuring cups, but the measuring cups I don't even know what measurements they were. They're not 1 cup like a traditional cup. It was just something else. So yeah. Also, I rinsed the lentils, which you're just supposed to pour the water in and leave the same water and then blend it up. So I rinsed the lentils and then I added water in at the end, and the measurements were really out of whack. It was so watery. It didn't set. Now it's finally starting to be more like the wrap. I probably should have not tried to turn it so soon, to be honest. But it is what it is. And what it is a mess. When I tried to make it, it was so watery, it didn't set. It just like crumbled and fell apart in the fry pan. Also, you need to have a hot fry pan when you make it, because if you put it in when it's too wet and you try and flip it, it just breaks up as well. So definitely make sure that the pan is quite warm before you put the mixture down, and then wait until it starts to set and then flip it. But it's really good. I also put a lot of garlic herbs in it at the moment, and sometimes put some cheese. It's really delicious. So while we're cooking the linseed wrap, I thought we would try and make the base for the Zinger, the KFC Zinger. So I have my very large mixing bowl. We have our flour. Okay, so now we have 120 grams of cocoa milk. Cocos milk. Yeah, then we're going to have some low-fat Greek yogurt, but in this case we just have yogurt, and we want 100. Okay, so we have 113. So it's still super dry. So let's just add the rest in. So I think the first dipped out. I have to say, it tastes the same as the first time. I quite like it. Now it has so much more of a dough consistency. It's still a little bit flaky, but I think it's okay. The wrap didn't really work. I have a backup. I have a veggie wrap alternative, so we can still make the zinger. But first, we're going to do the sauces. So we have two sauces. One is like a honey hot sauce. They're both hot sauces. Okay, so one is with sriracha, and another one is just with a hot sauce. The video had some brands of the different hot sauces that we should have used with it, but I think it's based in America, so I just got one from First, we're going to start off with the Zinger sauce. It is 75 grams of low-fat Greek yogurt. I don't think this is a Greek yogurt, but as I said before, I think it's just a yogurt, and I think it'll be fine. 75 grams. Well, actually, it's 115, but hey, we're going to roll with it. 1 tablespoon of paprika, and then I just wrote sriracha, so I don't actually know. Let's just do a little dust. Looks pretty zingery. Could maybe even have a little bit more. Let's put a little bit more of both. Doop doop. Oh.
Oh.
I mean, it tastes pretty good. I like it. I have yogurt on my hand. Okay, and then the next sauce is just going to be with the hot sauce. The recipe I found were buffalo chicken tenderloins. These were also one of my favorite of the video. So it claims that 3 chicken tenderloins are 350 calories and 47 grams of protein. Yeah, 47 grams of protein is pretty decent. So if you're craving some sort of takeaway food, I would even say like spring rolls or like KFC, McDonald's, I don't know, any type of this stuff. This is actually really good. It gives an amazing crunch. The flavors went really well together. I obviously didn't use the exact same ingredients because it's also a recipe from the States and we're here in Germany, but it definitely gave me buffalo chicken vibes. I would say when you're using cornflakes on the outside of chicken, you need to eat it when it's hot. If you wait a little bit for it to cool down, it gets so dry. This is my only negative thing to say about crumbing the chicken breasts with cornflakes, but I definitely think if you can't have gluten or anything like that, using the cornflakes on the outside is such a great alternative. It's also super easy. And then we're going to do the second sauce, which is just with a chili sauce. I have chili sauce. Oh. Okay, so we have double and 10 grams of honey. I think that's good. Oh no, I forgot about my wrap. So our chicken is done. So we're going to try by putting the chili and honey one on one of them to try. Okay, so the hot sauce on the chicken strips was actually really good. It's not too spicy, but it's definitely like a little bit sweet. It's quite nice. Unfortunately, my chicken was a little bit cold, so it's very dry. No, I think it's really good. It's definitely a good alternative if you're craving some KFC or if you're craving something with a bit of crunch. This would be a really good snack. It's pretty good. So the wrap that was meant to go with the KFC Zinger burger, I mean, it didn't turn out bad. The consistency is quite good. It's very like flaky, but I feel like that's because I use coconut flour instead of normal flour. I will try and give these another go because I do think that they did give a good end result, and if you wanted to make them this way, it's definitely a lot lower in chemicals and calories and processed stuff that's going to make your body inflamed, because personally I really don't really like bread that much. Even gluten-free bread, I find like I have an issue with it with my stomach, so making this is a good alternative. With the coconut flour it's even a little bit more sweeter, but the texture is really soft. It's quite good, but I think I would try it with normal flour, and obviously I had to use extra yogurt, so it has a very strong yogurt flavor to it, which I don't really like that much. So I think if you stuck to the original recipe, it would taste really good. And then we will go on to the linseed wrap. The linseed wrap actually turned out fucking amazing. I'm really happy with this. It's got such a good like consistency. It can like bend. It doesn't taste bad. I actually really like it. I think that I would make this again and kind of make it more like pita bread or something like that, so you could dip it in different dips and stuff. It's really good, super high in protein, high in fiber, has no added chemicals or anything bad in it, which I'm really surprised how good it turned out, I have to say. So from my first attempt, this is so much better. So definitely you needed to have more linseeds in it. I'll show you a bigger one. So like here, so you could definitely use this as a wrap. It turned out really great. Oh, okay. So maybe if you use it when it's fresh. As for the Zinger, so because the Zinger bread really turned out pretty shitty, I have this other bread wrap alternative. So, and then we're gonna put down our chicken. And then the Zinger sauce. Time for the taste test. Okay, so definitely gives Zinger vibes. I really like the wrap. Maybe a little bit too much just normal paprika, the herb, but I think I put too much of that in myself. I really enjoy it. I mean, I really like the Zingers anyways, and it's pretty good, pretty good. I could imagine only how much better it would be if I actually made the original wrap with it, but it is what it is, and it's still pretty delicious, so yeah, definitely give it a try. Okay, so all in all, I think today every single recipe was very successful. There's just a little bit of cap on some of it, but maybe it was just the ingredients, the country, and all of that type of stuff. And I also enjoyed making the video. I learned a lot. This is my first video and I'm still experimenting, and I will still be growing and evolving, and I would love for you to join me on this journey. If you have any feedback or you have any recipes or any ideas of what I can make a video of to try and challenge, please write it in the comment box below. As the videos go along, I will go a little bit more in depth. This is just like my first video, so I didn't go too much into the macros. I would like to go a little bit more into them, so yeah, if you like that, please write it below. But yeah, please don't believe everything that you see and hear on social media. I definitely don't, which is why I want to challenge, test, experiment with the stuff that I'm seeing on there, because I think that there's a lot of fake, exaggerated, not honest stuff on there. I want to create like a safe space for everyone. I want to have a lot of fun when I do this, and yeah, so I just want to do an honest review on the recipes that I find, also if I think that they're cap, also if they taste like shit, because I have definitely made a couple of recipes and they're like, oh my god, it is amazing. It tasted If you liked what you've seen today, it would be really nice if you smash that like button. It helps show me and the algorithm that you enjoy my content. I would like to thank you for joining me today. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at jssy.scotch. And yeah, thanks for being here. I'm excited for this journey that we're going to be, or that I'm taking. I hope that you would love to join me, and yeah, let's have fun with it. Thanks. Bye.